G'day nuclear enthusiasts, and welcome back to episode 20 here in our journey through season 3. Today I'm expecting a new highest peak in the city's demand of power at maybe 15,500 kilowatts, maybe more, possibly more. And today I really need to try and stabilize this out, as the city was nice enough to kind of give us some low power demands to begin with. And the low peak is at 0400, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and then close to midnight, where the highest peak, since we've got that 25% extra difficulty in the city's demand in the peaks and lows of power, at 0800 and at 2100 are the highest peaks when they'd be asking for that power. So I'm thinking we're going to really need to bring it on up, as at the moment we are really quite stable, even burning a little bit in our resistors at the moment, and we're still waiting for all of these things to actually get to us, and any money left over, including that 160 we have at the moment, I'll probably try and save to actually upgrade loop 1 once it's installed. And hopefully by that time, when we get all of that loop 1 installation done at probably midnight tonight, roughly, or midnight tomorrow, however you look at it, the city's demand in power will actually go up in the game's coding, because we have the ability to do so. So from then it'll be powering one down to repair it while powering the other to make up the difference. So we'll always try and be either on 2 loops probably to start with, and then 3 loops somewhat shortly after. So I'm kind of happy to speed the time up a little bit, as I'm expecting it to go down in the next hour. So we'll deal with that with our bypass valves, even though I really don't like using them too much, for the fact that we're burning so much more power. And we'll watch this drop down as our bypasses open. As last episode it was about 13.5%, and fantastic, awesome on top of that. Level 8 to be able to actually upgrade some extra things. Specifically, I want to be able to upgrade the power increase on our generator turbines. So that's the actual power output to the grid capability per loop per se, as upgrading the pumps through this way isn't really doing much. You want this one here, the generator turbine, and possibly even maybe a bit of resistance increase on your steam generator last. Your condenser, not too hard to shut that down mid-operation and actually repair it to bring it back online before having to shut down your core and reactor, or having any kind of low outputs to the grid. It doesn't make any changes with that shutdown to repair, which is really quite nice. We've still got 40 minutes before the next hour. We're burning quite a bit. Let's go 30 on them for now. And while that's happening, I might quickly want to jot down what's written here. So 1312 or 1288. We've got 117, 2614, and we've got 2228. Fantastic. Just for future reference, very quickly, 991. We are definitely dropping in terms of that. Let's go 43 just to be safer. 1001. 42 might have been better, and it might be time to actually filter some of the boric acid out of our core. 20 should be okay. It'll drop initially, and it will bring it up. So let's get this to about 10, and it should bring it up slower, so we can make up the difference with our control rods themselves, as I don't like the boron control rods being any lower than 40 or any higher than 60. And we're expecting to bring up the power a lot higher in the next hour. So it's 55. Might as well open these up all the way to get ready for that one. Activities up, which is good. 45. Let's come on over here. 1020. Just let that go for a little bit more. We've got an extra bit of money from our objective, and I really do not want to fail another 90% minimum service. All 4 of them previously were failed. I don't think I should have, and that's my fault for failing them, but it is what it is. I don't want to fail anything else. We're good here, we're good here. We definitely need to start bringing up the power, so let's do that. Turn that off for now. Let that prime down a bit. Might even need a little bit more, to be honest. Yeah, let's just go more. Bring this up to 55, maybe? We're at 360. There's 55 set. 9.7 and coming up slowly. That should be a-okay. 604, come down half. It's gone up double. Stayed about the same. Stayed about the same. These have either gone up by 2 values, that's about it. Not by much. 89, 90. How are we going over here? And over here, let's see if we can just get that up before I forget about it. 1002, good. The boric acid filter pump is starting to make up the difference. And I might get that to stop there prematurely if needed be, because it kind of overdoes it like so. And we can even get these on to 60, 15 minutes away from the next hour. It's going to go up massively, then down. So what are we overdoing at the moment? Not a lot. Not a lot. So let's go 25. Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. 969. Nice. Might need to go more than that. 996. Even 53 just for now to get it above 10. And we should be good there for now. We should bring up the power. So let's bring these up. Oh, probably not by 3. Yeah, no, by 3 should be okay. So we should be going up. Yep. Good, good. We should be able to make this, as we're almost at 90% already, as we are bringing it up nicely. 3. Let's get this up by 1 more. Kind of juice the system just that little bit more. Is this dropping or raising? It's kind of raising ever so slightly, even by 0.01, and we're still bringing the power up. So let's go a little bit more. Driving a little bit less. 96%. 3 times speed, still good. 10 even on that one. We're at 53. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to use the boric filter pump even more. Might be an idea too to try and nip it in the bud, as we know it's going to drop it severely as it just did just then, but just by turning it on as it flows through those pumps and the pipes. Let's get this bit down more. I want to juice the system as I can. 14, we're really close to making it. Excellent. We should be making the absolute demand there. It's 98.4. 85, 86, 87, 88. Oh, there's the pressurizer. It just kicked on, as that was what was stopping us in meltdown number 1 and number 2. Was having the pressurizer still on. So as long as that is off, you set your control rods to 0 when you're providing stable output power to the grid. And if you've got chemicals on, turn this up to 100%. And let's, right now, turn that off. Come on over here. 53, let's just go 55 for now. Right now. 14, 299, it'll go, yep, down slightly and then way up. Way up. So I'm thinking we're even going to need to bring this up to like 30 at that point, maybe. But at least it'll go down in the next bit, and then half an hour before, I'll then pop this up by like 5, etc. Can already get this up by a little bit more. There we go. A little bit of extra money moolah. Thank you very much. Good, good, good. I'm not sure why it says normal difficulty, even though this is the extreme profile with the highs and lows of the 25% city demand, which is why I can't really not use the bypass valves, for the fact that bringing the reactor down and all that, there's just not enough time in that hour between this, like this one here and this one here, or even further, to stabilize that out and not mess with the chemicals too much, as we're still rather high-ish. That's gone up by 7. That's gone up by 6. That's gone down by half. And that's kind of stayed the same. So it's not the worst. It's not the best. 10.11. Let's go 55. Let's just stay 55 because we're going to have to bring it up really soon. Yep. Good. Let's see if we can do that now. Up to 30. Let's see what that does with your activity. Get that to 50. Even 45, just to guarantee everything goes smoothly. That's dropping that. Let's bring that up to 39. Maybe too much. 38 for now. Gonna bring that temperature up. I don't want to hear any alarms, so I'm gonna do that. Got 20 minutes or so for the next hour, where we will hit our newest peak of the season for the city's demand and power, which is going to be interesting to see what they have to say for themselves next day's demand, for the fact that my loop 1, or our loop 1, should be installed by this time tomorrow. 10:05. Probably bring this up by like 47. 46. I just really want to keep an eye on these chemicals, as since we are above 360, it's a lot easier to control these, where if you're in nominal at 306 degrees, you're not doing as much as where we are at the moment. And there's an extra 90%. Excellent. Power is up. We're already meeting the demand above 90%, which is really, really nice. Might even be good to bring this up by a jot. How are we on the temperatures? 204, 203. Yeah, we're still quite low on one. So that's 1750 and that's 1800. So let's go over here and bop loop 3 up by transferring one more percentage of heat away from the reactor over to this. As I seem to see, that should be, or is, the most stable to balance these two out. Maybe even one more, but not yet. 985. Let's go 43. 1001. As we're still waiting, I think, a couple more hours until this actually really does severely drop, as it's gone up more and more and more, and that's what's really telling us and making us pull these out more and more. But we've got like 30 minutes, and that should be the highest peak of the day. We should be able to stabilize from there, apart from 8 p.m. tonight, so in exactly 12 hours. 96. 17, 1788, 7206. So it looks like we need to get that extra 1% now, which I can do that. 1001, 10 even, good. And that's going to drop that nicely. So it might even be a good idea, since we're over temperature just by a little bit, to pop this on and bring this up a little bit, since we're already making power out to the grid and all that. 1755. These will eventually drop. Let's go a nice even 40 on them now. Should come up. We shouldn't drop the temperature too far below operating maximum where we are, while filtering some of that out. And I think even now might be a good time to stop that. And let's get that to 45-ish. 44, 45, 1001, 360 degrees, that's good. 102, 11,000. All right, so we're expecting to kind of fluctuate out here for quite some time. So I should be more than happy to drop this to 26, as it should be the 27 on loop 3, 2 above loop 2. Just takes an overall average of what's installed. And then that's going to make that jump. Let's go 55. 54, so 52 might have been it. 2. That's still around what we saw at last. Still the same. Gone up quite a bit. And yeah, still going up quite a bit. So I'm expecting this to possibly, I'm going to stay right there. Go down. I'll finish that. 39.77. And then after this one, it should stabilize. Drop a little bit. But at least we've got till 3 p.m. when we're expecting it to drop. At least somewhat where we need to do something drastic like change this. Just to kind of make up for it. Or we could just open our bypass valves a little more, depending. No, I think we'll just open the bypass valves because then it jumps up quite fast straight after, as we see there after 3 p.m. or 1500. There it is. There's the extreme L2 demand profile I've been looking for and I've been talking about. That's where it says it there instead of in your objectives where it says normal, which is quite strange. So that's all the little bit of bonuses plus that extra 25% in the city's demand. I know I keep going into it. We should be okay to pop these open by about 10, I think. 363, 992. That to 50. Because I'm expecting that to jump up. Yeah, it's still coming up. At least we're not creating as much, and I might, at this hour, quickly do another quick write down. So what do we got? Whoa, 626. 2.7. 5206. And 3364. At 10 a.m. Very quickly do that. 10-2. Get that there. Still deriving quite a bit. Let's get them open maybe 20%. 1910. Should be able to bring this down by maybe 1, not 2, I think. And lucky we did bring that up by that extra 1. Otherwise that alarm at 90 degrees might have just annoyed us. Oh, there's 90 degrees. Let's just do that now. Even though we're bringing this down, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. 1850, 1842. Yes, I know. It's a getting there. Because we're bringing a lot more over, so that makes more sense. Let's just go 10 and just beat that. No, we don't need to. Let's just go back to 6. As that was doing the job nicely. Good. Good, good, good. How much are we burning? 1328. And in the next hour, it'll go up a little bit. Which is okay. We can sort that out. 10.16. Let's go 56. Kind of works out well-ish. Just having a look very quickly. It's gone up by 3 points. Gone down by 5. Excellent. So that's why our reactivity is starting to jump up. That 9-hour half-life of the Xenon has finally started to kick in now. So we've already lost, I think, maybe 1/8 or so, maybe a little bit more than that, of what we had to begin with. So it's not too bad. 9.89. 1072. Happy to bring that down by a little bit. Next hour, let's get these open by a little bit more so we can get a nip in that one. So it should go up ever so slightly. 11,266. There we go. 12,566. We're making it. Burning off 500 nicely. How are we on our efficiency? We're at 15.5%. Absolutely, really quite nice there, actually. I'm rather pleased. We're on a factor of 30 on our fuel. Meeting all this. Kind of stabilizing out. We had that massive peak this time yesterday and all that stuff. Batteries. Fuel might need to be topped off ever so slightly. And we've got about 530k to upgrade Loop 1. These are nice and stable. How's the temperature on this? 200. 199. So just as we finish it off, let's bring that down by 1. And I'll see you next episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. You know what to do. And stay sharp till next time as always. Many thanks to all of my supporters on YouTube. Either your comments or your YouTube membership itself to view those episodes much earlier. Stay sharp as always. Till then, see ya.